Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Ben's English Room, the place where you learn real English slowly, clearly, and confidently. I'm Ben, and today we're going to talk about something that every English learner struggles with: understanding fast English. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever listened to a movie or a podcast in English and thought, why are they speaking so fast? Why can't I catch the words? Did they even say that word, or did they swallow it? If you said yes, you are not alone. Many learners feel the same way. Native speakers speak quickly, they connect words, they reduce sounds, and sometimes they mumble. It's completely normal if you feel lost. But here's the good news, my friend. You can train your brain to understand fast English. It's not magic. It's not talent. It's a skill. And today, I will teach you 5 powerful listening techniques that make everything easier. These techniques will help you understand more, feel less stressed when listening, and slowly become a confident English listener. Today's episode will be calm, slow, and very friendly. So take a moment to find a quiet place. Sit down, relax your shoulders, and take a deep breath. You're here to learn, and you're doing great. Before we begin, I want you to remember one thing. Listening is not about hearing every word. Listening is about understanding the message. And now, let's start this journey together. So, my friends, before we talk about techniques, we need to understand something very important. What does active listening actually mean? Most people think listening is simple. You hear sounds, and that's it. But in reality, there are 2 types of listening. 1. Passive listening. This happens when you play a podcast while cooking. You watch a video while scrolling your phone. You hear English, but you don't really think about it. Your ears are working, but your brain is sleeping. You are not focused. You are not trying to understand. You are just letting the words pass by. We all do this sometimes, even in our own language. 2. Active listening. Active listening is completely different. Active listening means you pay attention. You stay focused. You listen with purpose. You try to understand ideas, not just sounds. Your ears are listening, but your brain is also working. Let me explain it simply. When you listen actively, you are not thinking about dinner. You are not thinking about your messages. You are not thinking about what happened yesterday. You are here, in this moment, with the speaker. You want to understand. What are they trying to say? What is the main idea? Why are they telling me this? Active listening is not about catching every single word. Even native speakers don't catch every word all the time. It's about catching the meaning. Why active listening helps you learn faster. When you listen actively, your brain builds connections between words and ideas. You remember more. You understand more. You feel less confused. You start thinking in English. Your brain becomes stronger, like a muscle, and step by step, listening becomes easier, smoother, and more natural. A simple example. Imagine you're listening passively. You hear words like airport, problem, yesterday, Paris, but you don't connect them. They're just noise. Now imagine you're listening actively. You think, oh, something happened at the airport. Maybe a delay. But they arrived in Paris. Boom. Now the message is clear. Same audio, different result. The big idea. Active listening equals listening with your mind, not just your ears. And this, my friend, is the secret to understanding fast English. All right, friends, let's begin with technique number 1. Predict before you listen. So what does predict mean? It means to guess something before it happens. To make a smart guess using your brain, your experience, and the clues you already have. And why is this important for English listening? Because when you predict, your brain wakes up. It becomes more active, more focused, and more ready to understand what you are about to hear. Think of it as a warm-up before exercise. You don't start running immediately. First, you stretch. Listening works the same way. Let me show you how simple this technique is. Imagine you are about to listen to a podcast about food. Before you press play, stop for a moment and ask yourself, will they talk about cooking? Will I hear words like sweet, spicy, salty? Will they mention fruits or vegetables? When you think about these questions, your brain starts preparing. It starts searching for the right vocabulary. It becomes faster and more alert. So when you finally listen, you understand much more because your mind is already in the right place. Let's try another example. You're about to watch a video about travel. Ask yourself, maybe I will hear words like passport, hotel, luggage. Maybe the speaker will talk about the airport or a flight delay. Maybe the story is about a trip with friends. Even if your prediction is not 100% correct, it still helps. Your brain becomes active instead of passive. Think of it like entering a dark room. If you turn on the light first, you see everything clearly. Predicting is like turning on that light for your brain. So here is your simple habit. Before you listen to anything in English, pause for 10 seconds. Ask yourself, what is this about? What words might I hear? What topics will they mention? This takes only 10 seconds, but it makes a big difference. Your mind becomes more focused. Your listening becomes sharper, and you understand faster. So remember, predict before you listen. It's a small habit with a big impact. All right, friends, let's move to technique number 2. Listen for main ideas, not every word. Many English learners make the same mistake. They try to understand every single word. But here's the truth. You don't need to know every word to understand the message. Native speakers talk fast, use slang, idioms, or new words you haven't learned yet. That's normal. Don't stop or panic. Instead, focus on the big picture, the main idea. Let me give you an example. Imagine someone says, I didn't go to the party because I had a splitting headache. Maybe splitting is new for you. That's okay. Look at the main points. They didn't go to the party. They had a headache. That's why they stayed home. Even without knowing every word, you understand the message. Here's another example. We ran into some unexpected delays at the airport, but we finally made it to Paris last night. Maybe unexpected or delays is new. That's fine. Focus on. Something happened at the airport. It caused a problem. They arrived in Paris in the end. This is the main idea. That's enough for now. So, next time you listen to English, don't try to translate every word. Don't stop for every new word you hear. Focus on understanding the message. If you understand 60% of the conversation, that's already a success. Over time, your brain will fill in the missing pieces automatically. Remember, main ideas first, words later. That's how real listeners grow. All right, friends, now let's talk about technique number 3. Listen more than once. This is something many learners forget, but it is very powerful. Don't just listen one time. Listen 2, 3, or even more times. Why? Because the first time, your brain is just getting used to the speaker's voice, speed, and accent. Maybe you catch a few words, maybe just a little. That's perfectly normal. The second time, your brain already knows what's coming. Now you can hear more, understand more, and notice new words or expressions. The third time, you might pick up a word you missed before, a feeling in the speaker's voice, how they connect sentences naturally. Think of it like listening to music. The first time, you just hear the song. The second time, you start recognizing the melody. The third time, you can sing along. Step by step, layer by layer, your listening improves. Here's what you can do today. Listen to a short audio once. Play it again. Try to catch more words. Listen a third time. Notice expressions, tone, and rhythm. Each time you repeat, your brain grows stronger, your confidence grows, and your understanding improves. Remember, one time is never enough. 2 or 3 times makes a big difference. All right, friends, let's move on to technique number 4. Use context to guess new words. Sometimes you hear a word you don't know. That's normal. Instead of stopping or panicking, you can use context to understand it. What is context? Context is the words around the new word, the situation, or the story in the sentence. Even native speakers often guess words from context. You can too. Here's an example. I was starving, so I ate 3 sandwiches. Maybe starving is new for you. Don't worry. Look at the context. She ate 3 sandwiches. She was probably very hungry. Exactly. Starving means extremely hungry. You just used context to understand a new word. Another example. We had to cancel the picnic because it started pouring. Maybe pouring is new. Look at the situation. They had a picnic. They canceled it. Pouring probably means heavy rain. You didn't need a dictionary. You just thought about the story. So here's the tip. Listen carefully. Look at the words before and after. Think about what's happening. Guess the meaning. If the word is important, you can check it later. But in the moment, keep listening. Your brain is smart. It will help you understand the message even with new words. Now, friends, let's finish with technique number 5. Don't multitask. This one is very important. What is multitasking? Multitasking means trying to do 2 or more things at the same time. For example, listening to English while checking your phone, watching a video while cooking, playing English audio while writing an email. It may seem like a good idea because you're busy, but here's the truth. Multitasking doesn't work for learning. Your brain can't focus fully. You'll miss words. You'll forget what you heard. So what should you do instead? Create a short, focused English time every day, even just 10 to 15 minutes. During that time, do only one thing. Listen carefully. No phone, no distractions, no walking around. Just listening. You can close your eyes or look at the speaker's face if it's a video. When your brain is focused, you learn faster, understand more, and enjoy the process. Think of it like a conversation with a friend. Would you look at your phone while they are talking? No. You listen fully and care. Treat English the same way. Give it your time and attention. Even a few focused minutes each day make a big difference. And that's it. Those are the 5 active listening techniques to help you understand fast English. Predict before you listen. Listen for main ideas, not every word. Listen more than once. Use context to guess new words. Don't multitask. Use these techniques every day, and your English listening will improve faster than you expect. All right, friends, now it's time for the final part, a motivational wrap-up to help you make active listening a daily habit. Recap of the 5 techniques. Predict before you listen. Get your brain ready. Listen for main ideas, not every word. Focus on understanding the message. Listen more than once. Layer by layer, your understanding grows. Use context to guess new words. Your brain can figure out meaning without a dictionary. Don't multitask. Give your full attention, even for a few minutes. Extra tips for daily practice. Set a daily listening time. Even 10 to 15 minutes counts. Repeat and shadow what you hear. Speak out loud to connect sounds with meaning. Visualize the story or scene in your mind while listening. It helps your memory. Track your progress in a notebook or app. Seeing improvements is motivating. Final motivation. Learning English listening is not about perfection. It's about consistency, focus, and connection. Every time you practice, your brain gets stronger. Every day, you understand more. You are building confidence, memory, and real-life comprehension. Remember, small, focused steps every day beat occasional big efforts. Even just a few minutes of active listening daily will lead to amazing progress in weeks, not months. Keep listening, keep practicing, and believe in yourself. Your English is growing, one step at a time. Thank you for joining me today. I'm Ben, and this is Ben's English Room. Until next time, keep listening, keep learning, and stay confident. Bye for now.